Hello friends, welcome back. So in this tutorial, we are going to learn about how to integrate swipeable tab rows in our Android application. So in many applications, we have already seen that if some application have three or more tabs, then they use generally a swipeable tab rows. So in that type of application, we can integrate swipeable tab rows. So let's jump into Android Studio and see how to implement them practically. So I'm in an empty Android Studio project, Jetpack Compose project. Let us first understand what we are going to achieve. So in the emulator, I am running the application, which is the same exact application we are going to build. Here we are seeing three tabs: home, cart, and profile. So if we click on cart, we are able to see a cart here. Profile, we are able to see profile here. So basically, there are three composables we are going to create for each of these, and we swipe those, then it will be automatically reflected. These tabs will be automatically selected, and if we click on this respective tab, then respective composable will be triggered. So this is what we are going to achieve. Now let me minimize the emulator for now and start with our coding. So first of all, we need to we need these icons, that is different icons for the unselected and selected things. That is uh, if this profile section is unselected, then it has a outlined icon, and if it is selected, then it has a filled icon. So generally, at whatever the dependencies we already have, that doesn't able to that are not able to provide us with the respective these the required icon. So we need to implement this, add this dependency, which we can find in the description below of this video. So just open your build.gradle module file and add, don't forget to add this line first, and then click on sync now, and it will be automatically integrated. So after doing that, let's first start with this, uh, with this tab layout. So we this is a this component is called as tab row. So we'll be going to first design it under our scaffold. So let's go with the scaffold first. Modifier equal to modifier dot fill max size, and then we get a padding here, inner padding, and after that we are going to use a column here, because this is a separate, these two are actually a separate component. This one is a tab row, and this one is a horizontal pager, which we'll be seeing in a moment after designing of this tab row. So that's why we need a column, because we need columns, we need components one after the other in a horizontal, in a vertical way. So for this column, I'll again take a modifier equal to fill max size, and then I'll apply a padding here. That's an inner padding. Okay, that's it. Now I want to add a tab row here. So it is a tab row. Here we have to add a selected tab index. So there can be multiple tabs inside this tab row. So we need to provide a selected tab index. So this should be changed. We should be able to change it as we swipe or click one or other tab. So this should be a state. So let's declare a state here. Val selected tab index by remember, and we need to import this remember, of course. And if we want to use this delegate of by, then we need to change this remember to star, so that this error will be gone. Okay, I think it will be automatically gone after some time. And here we can just write mutable instead of 0, because by default the will be at the 0th position. The first tab will be automatically selected, just like a home will is automatically selected at the startup. And we will be assigning this selected tab index to here. So after this tab row, we need to actually a list of tabs. So for the list of tabs, we need this list val tabs list equal to list of. Okay, but list of what? Actually it will be a list of these different tabs. So this tab contain icon, title, and selected and unselected icon. So we need some type of data class in order to make the list of this. So let's create some data class here. I'll just right click on new content class file, uh, tab item. Okay, and it will be a data class. So first it will have a title string, will of type string, then it will have a selected icon, it will be of a image vector because that will be a image vector image, and it will be a unselected icon, that will also be an image vector. Okay, now we have this component, and now we can create a list of these tab items. So the list of tab item. So first one, we need a title, let's say a home, selected selected icon will be, so we have this separate added extended material extended dependency that we have already added, buttress icon extended, so it is helpful us at this point of time. So we can just write icons dot field dot, let me import it first. Okay, icons dot field dot home, and then unselected icon, it will be icons dot outlined dot home. Okay, now this is a one tab item. Now let's duplicate it two more times, and let's give it a name as a cart. We now need a icon for a shopping cart, and similar for this one as well. Okay, and for this what was the third? Okay, profile. So profile, account, account circle, here also we need the same account circle. Okay, now these three are the tabs, and we now have a list of tabs, what tabs we are going to include in this tab row, which we need here. So here I'll use this same tab list, and I'll iterate over this one. For each index we get two things. First one is a index, second one is an item. So if you hover on this one index, it's an integer, and if you hover on this item, so it is a tab item. Now to this is the tab row, and now we have to add each tab here so that it will be iterated. So in order to add the tab component, we have this tab component, so tab composable. So this tab we need to add this if this is selected. So this is a boolean value. It is how we can check that if it is selected or not. Basically we already have this selected tab index state at the starting. So if the selected tab index equals the current item, the current index which you are getting, then it will be true, or otherwise it will be false. So this will be automatically this automatical assignment will return a true or false respectively. Another one is a title for the tab, sorry, not title, text. So for the text we need it accepts a composable, so I can just use a text composable here. In this text I already have this item dot title, that will be a text for this one. Okay, why it's giving an error? Okay, let us see what's wrong with this one. Okay, on click, and then on click, after clicking on this tab, what thing it should do? On clicking on the respective tab, if I clicked on this tab, then what we need to do, we need to update this selected tab index state to the current index. So what I'll do, I'll assign selected tab index, I'll assign the current index which we have, which we are on, which you have clicked on, to this selected tab index. So this is we are going to do, and this is giving an error because I have declared it as a val, but it should be a var, so that we should be able to change it. After on click, there is one more attribute which I need, that is the icon. So the respect icon for this tab, what icon? Okay, so icon we have already, that is, let's take this variant of image vector. So we already have the image vector declared inside our item. So that is the item dot. Now we have two icons, selected icon or unselected icon. So we need a condition here: if selected tab index equals this current index, that means the current tab is selected. If the current tab is selected, then we need to return item dot selected icon, and else we are going to return item dot unselected icon. Yes, and the second one is a selected no sorry, and the second we need is a content description. So the content description is a compulsory attribute, that's why it was giving an error. Content description we can write as a item dot title. Okay, now we have our tab row ready. If I now launch the application, then you should be able to see our tab row. So give me a second. Yes, our application are launched, and yes, you can see this tab row with the respective, and it is working. But we don't have currently anything here, so we need some type of composable here in order to make all this functionality work. So here what we'll add, we have horizontal view pager. We need a view pager for this one. This is the same as a view pager we used to do it in a XML. So after this type row, we need a horizontal pager. So this also requires a state. It is a pager state. So let's create one more state, val pager state equal to remember pager state, and this needs a one integer value, and it will be our tab list dot size. Okay, now I'll assign this pager state to this state, and yes, if it does it require anything else, uh, I think we are good for now. Okay, now we need to this is giving us an index. This gives us an index, so at which position we currently are, at which page. So this index is able to give us that. If we hover on this one, that is a integer value, you can see. So we can design all the three pages here itself with the help of different composables according to this different index and conditions. But this tutorial is very much simple, so I'll be just going to create a simple box and a text composable for this one. So this box, I'll put a modifier. Okay, of course I need to put a modifier this one as well. Modifier equal to modifier dot fill max width. Okay, and also I need a weight here. So weight I'll give it as a 1f. So what this weight does, actually this tab row is occupying this much of space, and whatever all over the remaining space should be occupied by this horizontal pager. So that's what this weight attribute will do. So we'll get all this space for our composables. Okay, now I'll give a modifier to this as a fill max size. Okay, and here I'll again assign an alignment, content alignment as alignment dot center. Okay, and now inside this I can design all the composable respective. So in the text, I am just going to simply get a text here, and for the text I'll again use tabs list of index dot title. So whatever the title we have for the respective composable, we'll be able to see it here. So yes, now we have this horizontal pager. Now let's rerun the application and see how this view pager or a horizontal pager is now getting displayed. Okay, our application is launching. Okay, you can see it home here, cart and profile. I'm able to swipe here, the different, but I'm able to swipe here, but it is not giving the same effect that if I swipe here, then the cart is not getting automatically selected, because this horizontal pager and this our tab row, these two are different composables, so they don't know about each other. In order to link them with each other, so that it should be they should be selected after swiping or clicking and vice versa, we need to use a launched effect block. So let's use this launched effect. After this column launched effect, so we need, where should I use this? I think this is fine. Launch effect. So we need the launch effect for this this state. Which state? Selected tab index, right? Selected tab index, so that whenever the selected tab index is getting changed, then what we need to do, we need pager state dot animate scroll to page, and on which page, which tab is selected. So after the tabs selected tab index is getting changed, this launch effect block will be triggered, and this we are asking the pager state to please animate and scroll to the page which has the position of the selected tab index. And we of course need to work this as a vice versa, so we need a rather launch effect block for this one. And the key we need for this one is a pager state. So whenever we click, so whenever we here swipe here from our horizontal pager, then this launch effect block will be triggered. Pager state dot, that is a current page. If the current page is changed, then this launch effect block should be triggered, and that time what we will do, we will change the select time index to pager state dot target page. So whatever the target page will be there, it will be automatically assigned to the selected time index. And yes, I think we are good. Now let's rerun our application and check if the things are happening as per our expectations. Yes, our app is now launched, and yes, let me swipe this. Yes, cart is selected, profile is selected, and let me click on this one, home, profile, and yes, everything is working as expected. Yes, it's pretty much simple. It's nothing. These are just two composables which are integrated with this two launch effect block, and that's it. We are able to achieve our required output. So yeah, that's how we integrate our swipeable tab layout in our Android application with the above Jetpack Compose and Material 3 design. So that's it about how to integrate swipeable tab rows in our Android application. I hope now you have a clear understanding about this concept. If you still have some doubts, you can put your questions in the comment box below and I will try my best to answer those. Or if you need a priority support, then you can also join a WhatsApp group in the link in the description, which is the community of like-minded developers, Android developers, which are ready to help each other. You can put your query there and they can answer this, or you can also get a chance to get a personalized guidance from me as well. If you like this video, then please click on like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified whenever a new video is published. We'll meet in the next tutorial with some another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye, happy coding.